Rebecca, how is NATO reacting to all these latest developments coming out of Ukraine?
So NATO has really condemned the actions of Russia with the recognition of those two breakaway regions in Ukraine and the decision to move troops there as well. There was a statement, there was a speech by the NATO Secretary General Jens Stoltenberg, where he described this as the most dangerous moment in European security for a generation. He said these actions do represent a significant escalation of the crisis, that all the indicators are that that Russia is planning a potential invasion, potential full-fledged attack on Ukraine, given the situation that they're seeing. But at the same time, the NATO Secretary General also emphasised that there's still room for dialogue, that the diplomatic path, a political path, is really still the preferred way forward, but very much saying that under international law that this is considered a violation. Russia, of course, saying that it's more of a peacekeeping measure, that it's taken these actions.
And if the situation escalates further, Rebecca, do you think will there possibly be a military response from NATO?
Well, what we have to remember is that Ukraine is not a member of NATO, so it won't be covered under Article 5. And that means that NATO would not send troops directly into Ukraine. That's not a possibility, given that it's not a member of the alliance. But at the same time, NATO has said that it is providing political support, and its allies are providing financial assistance to Ukraine, and they're also providing military support in the form of equipment, for example. And we've seen further announcements along those lines today from the UK, for example, pledging more military support for Ukraine. And also what we have seen as this crisis develops as well is the fact that NATO has been moving troops to bordering countries, countries that are members of NATO, that are bordering Ukraine, and Russia could experience the fallout of any possible further escalation in this crisis.